Now let's move to the first important news, that is Indo-Russia venture to set up 3 depots for Vande Bharat, and the venture is called Kinet. What it is called? It is called Kinet. You can say Kinet or Kinet, whichever way you are pronouncing. Okay, and if my pronunciation is wrong, so I beg your pardon for that. Okay, so Kinet or Kinet, that is the important thing. But before, this is the trains this would be working on. This is Vande Bharat Express, and let me see who all have joined the session by now. So it is Khushbu, Utkarsh Meshram, Parikshit, Bhuvanar, District Collector Surya. All of you, good morning. Life does not get easier, you just get stronger. Hello, namaskar, how are you? I am good, and good morning to everyone for such a wonderful morning. Okay, again we are moving towards weekend. We have reached Thursday, then Friday, Saturday, and then the Saturday and Sunday are for revision and MCQ test. So now, Vande Bharat Express. Vande Bharat Express, it was launched in 2019 by Prime Minister Modi between New Delhi and Varanasi on February 15, 2019. It is a very important, and rather I should say Vande Bharat is a major step which has been taken from technology point of view of upgrading train structures and train coaches in India. And I've traveled in Vande Bharat. Many of you might have traveled in Vande Bharat, and I must say that it's an experience. Earlier it was also known as Train 18. So earlier code which was given to Vande Bharat was Train 18. This can also come in your UPSC examination or any MCQ based examination. So Vande Bharat earlier name was Train 18. It is India's fastest indigenous train, and it has been built by Integral Coach Factory, Chennai. It is under the Make in India project, and a budget of around 100 crore, approximately 100 crores was sanctioned for it. It is India's semi-high speed train at a maximum speed of 160 km per hour. Okay, so that is the speed, and it is a locomotive-less train. So it is India's first locomotive-less train, in the country. It has an intelligent braking system which leads to efficiency in cost, energy, and environmental efficiency. As you know that we are working on climate change, cost, efficiency, climate change are very important factors. So it has intelligent braking system which basically works with power regeneration for better energy efficiency. So a lot of technology has been deployed. If you have been into this train, it has bio toilets, it has adjustable seats, bigger window panels, onboard Wi-Fi entertainment, GPS based passenger information. Every every station which is coming, you will get to know in that advance. CCTVs, bio vacuum toilets, rotating chairs in executive class. So overall it is an experience, and it also shows that how India is developing in the transportation sector, in the sense that if you compare our 10, 15 years back and today, when you sit in Vande Bharat, it definitely tells you that India, which is a developing country, it is moving towards the developed phase. Obviously it will take time, but we are on the right track. Now let's come to the news, and news is, okay, so news is India-Russia joint venture to set up 3 depots for Vande Bharat sleeper project, and this would be done in Latur. Latur is in Maharashtra. So there is Marathwada Rail Coach Factory in Latur. Now it has been taken by this joint venture of India and Russia, which is which I just told you, which is Kinet. It has been taken by the Kinet, and it is a joint venture between India and Russia. It will work on advancing India's rail infrastructure with state-of-art facilities and indigenous production capacities. Majority of the, or rather the Vande Bharat Express which have come till now, these are sleep, this is AC chair which has come, and this is the cost of these tickets are higher. Mostly middle class, upper middle class or premium passengers are traveling in that. Now they are also working for sleeper class with better amenities and better efficiency, so that the all those people who cannot travel in the higher Vande Bharat Express would be able to travel in this. And obviously there is one more issue in the AC chair, that in AC chair you just have to sit. Certain people are not comfortable. For longer journeys you need sleeper because you can easily sleep. So from the point of view of prices, from the point of view of long journeys, and from the point of view of senior citizens which cannot continuously sit in a chair for a long period of time, however comfortable are, and they do travel, but for a long journey, sleeper trains are always more comfortable. So Kinet, which is the joint venture between India and Russia, would be working on this. Okay, so it is a collaboration between Indian PSU, Rail Vikas Nigam and Russian transportation company Transmash Holding. What is it? TMH. So it is a collaboration between TMH and Rail Vikas Nigam. Okay, so RVN plus TMH would be working, and the combined collaboration is called KINET. TMH CEO Krill Lipa emphasized the venture focus on modernizing rail production in India. So it's a very good step. It shows that how transportation, the technology in transportation, how it is increasing, and research and development is going. Countries are coming, and it also shows that India and Russia coming together, this would be strengthening their relationship. Recently, we did that news in which India-Russia trade has crossed over $66 billion. President Putin would be coming earlier in the January 2025. So at that point of time, there would be focus how we can take the trade to $100 billion by 2030. And these kind of collaborations are a very important step. India is also having collaborations with Japan and many other countries on different projects. So collaboration with Russia would be good. We did a collaboration with BrahMos, and see, we created a supersonic, a heavy, supersonic heavyweight missile. Not that it's heavyweight in terms of when you say boxing, and it's a very potent missile, I should say, when I talk about BrahMos. And now we are working on the hypersonic BrahMos also when it comes with the BrahMos was made between India and Russia. Now, in that context, Russia is working on these trains, and if we are able to develop, these might be supplied to other BRICS nation also. So it has an importance of India and Russia, and also as a BRICS group. So again, equipment installation, plant is undergoing installation and will be feature of state-art assembly line. Development of depots will happen. TMH is supporting the establishment of 3 depots, including the Latur. So Latur would be including the 3 depots, and 2 more would be done, where this refurbishing or the creation of these new Vande Bharat sleeper coaches and trains will happen. Indigenous train set manufacturing in India. The depots aim to cater to domestic needs and export demand from BRIC nations. If the BRIC nation starts asking that we also want these trains, from the point of view export, economy, job creation, money coming to India and Russia would be very high, and this can become a very successful project between India and Russia. And if we are able to do that, because when you're creating a missile, it has a very specific need, and certain countries might need it. But when you are making a train is a thing which most of the countries in the world will need it. Okay, so if we are able to create a good train, and with all the technology and needs of today, and it gets exported, economy, jobs, wage, everything very good. And it also will show the collaboration between India and Russia and many other countries, from European Union, from European countries to America to the West Asian countries and Asian. They would want to come to India and do collaboration because of this successful completion of projects. Okay, so supply chain adjustment due to Western sanction on Russia. So, this is a blessing in disguise, since there are a lot of sanctions which have been put against Russia now. Because of this, it is tying a lot of deals and partnerships with India. It is also doing with China, but majorly with China, and then to a lot of extent also with India. So India has become a hub for spare parts development and procurement. If you remember that Americans had sanctioned some of the Indian companies because we were supplying some spare parts, because that was allegedly they are putting the blame. It is still not been proven, but anyways, collaboration between India and Russia is improving. TMH collaborating with Indian suppliers and negotiating contracts to ensure a robust supply chain. Brake and air conditioning system are sourced from China. So again, see, China is also a BRICS country. That will also play an important role in that. Okay, investment requirement. Project requires around $150 million in working capital for upfront investment. That is $150 million is right now needed to start the project. So this is the bare minimum. For example, when you're starting a project, you need a seed money. So $150 million is the bare money to start the project. It's the upfront money. Revenue generation will begin. So revenue generation is the most important thing, because when so much of investment goes into these kind of projects, obviously country, be it Russia, India, they are looking for revenue generation, which will help to recover the cost and make some profits. Prototype and supply commitments, KINET has been tasked. So within 24 months, within 2 years of signing the project, which happened on September 2023, see how many deliveries they have to do. 1920 Vande Bharat sleeper coaches. Approximately 1900 sleeper coaches they have to make in 2 years. They signed the deal in September 2023. So then September 2024, and then your September 2025, by this they need to give 1920 sleeper coaches, and I hope that they do this on time. The project is valued at $6.5 mega billion. It's a huge project. The valuation is very high, with $1.7 billion allocated for manufacturing rolling stock. So the manufacturing, that is the creation, that is when you are doing the production of this rolling stock, these 1920 coaches, that is $1.7 billion. But major cost is around $4.8 billion for maintenance. That means maintenance cost is much more than the rolling cost. That means maintenance cost is much more than the manufacturing cost. So maintenance cost is more than the manufacturing cost, or the valuation is $6.5 billion. Design finalization is ongoing. The goal is to expedite production to enable quicker revenue generation. Obviously, so much of money would be going. Anybody would be wanting when we would be able to create money out of this and recover the cost. Self-reliance and export potential. Yes, India is working on Atmanirbhar Bharat. Atmanirbhar Bharat, if we are able to do good technology, R&D plus Russian technology would be helping us. Plus, if we are able to create these world-class sleeper, Vande Bharat sleeper coaches, we can export it to other BRICS nation also. It is not only that we can export to BRICS nation, it can be exported to other. But since it's a joint venture, in joint venture, you take the permission of the other partner also. Like in BrahMos, if we want to export to any country, we also need to take the permission of Russia also. So Latur facility is a hub for manufacturing train components. Project aligns India's goal of self-reliance, Atmanirbhar Bharat infrastructure development. Collaboration highlights India's emergence as a key player in global rail manufacturing industry. Very important. If we are able to do this, it is not only BRICS countries, but many global south countries will come and they want to buy, because yes, European countries and America might have better trains, but they are highly expensive and nobody can buy them. You can buy them one or two, but it is not that you can buy it in high number. Indians would be producing at a high quality and also at a reasonable price, which can be exported to other countries. So it also enforces India's partnership with BRICS nation. So conclusion signifies a milestone in India's rail modernization affairs. Efforts, strategic investments, indigenous manufacturing, export ambition, more collaboration with Russia, more collaboration with BRICS countries. We are opening a new arena where we can export trains, create more profits, more jobs, and economically also it's a wonderful project. So India's rail infrastructure and strengthen global collaboration also. So let's come to an important prelims based question. Sir, is railway budget enough for this considering recent approval of new railway projects? I think most of the time, even if the, sometimes what happens, even if the money is less, certain addition of money can be done by the government if they need it. That's not a problem. And this is a joint venture. Whenever you are doing joint venture between India and Russia, like we completed the BrahMos, if there is a paucity of funds, first of all, a lot of study is done before starting these projects and what amount of funds would be needed. And more or less, if some funds, there is a paucity of funds that less amount of funds, for example, it's $150 million is needed, which is not a very big amount for India. For example, India just has 130. So $20 million is not a big amount that can easily be arranged. This is just to tell you hypothetically. Okay. So question, the project includes the establishment of 3 depots, one of which is the Latur plant, correct? The rolling stock manufacturing cost is higher than the maintenance cost. No, maintenance cost is higher than the rolling cost. That is the manufacturing cost. So this is wrong. The project involves the supply of 1920 sleeper coaches to Indian Railways. So first statement and third statement are correct. So this is the correct answer. Thank you for watching this video. For complete video, please watch Daily Decodes, and the link to that video is given in the description. And please don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. And do press the bell icon for all the updates.